When I first started Taekwondo, from just a few lessons in, I knew this was for me going to be more than just another activity. When I first started teaching Taekwondo back in 1995, I had a strong idea of how I felt a martial arts class should be run. Since then, I've made sure that all my classes fit within that image.
I saw the advertising at the sports centre and thought that it would be quite useful for the children to do some sort of after-school activity. I think the classes are good because it allows you to train as a family. In a lot of activities it's generally split up with different ages, whereas here it's a mixture of ages and abilities. I think it's quite good as an adult in your adult life to, when we do the gradings, to achieve things. At school you do lots of tests and exams, but in your adult life you don't generally tend to do a lot of tests. And although I find it quite nervous doing the gradings, it's quite a personal achievement when you come out with your new belt.
I bring my grandson Sam up to the Taekwondo lessons. He's 7 years old now, and he started with the Indigo Warriors when he was 5. We come 3 times a week now. I love to see discipline and the progression that they go through in 2 years. It's amazing. Although I try to influence him, I think he needs younger people, such as the instructors, who I think are very good role models for them.
These are the kinds of classes that I would personally like to train in, and I feel proud to be able to recommend them to my friends and their families. We want our classes to be about martial arts training, not martial arts play or martial arts business, but martial arts training. For me, it's a real privilege to have had students who have been training with me from the age of 5, who are now approaching their 20s. When they tell me they attribute some of the more positive influences in their life to their Taekwondo training, it gives me a feeling of genuine pride.
I had a health scare some years ago, and the doctor suggested strongly that basically change my job or take up some form of exercise, and my wife rang up for the induction, and I've never looked back. My wife, she's noticed a difference in the way I am, the way I handle things. I handle things much differently now. I'm much calmer. I don't get as stressed as I used to. She's noticed a huge difference in my physique and my fitness levels. I can do things now that I couldn't do 20 years ago. I'm 45 now, and I wouldn't have thought that.
When people come in for their first lesson, we have no expectations of their physical abilities. Our instructors are trained to make sure nobody feels out of their depth in the lessons, and that helps to ensure that every student gets the most from each lesson. Everybody starts in the same place, and students often surprise themselves with what they can actually do. I've developed a team of friendly and professional instructors who really understand the journey that new students go through because they've been through it themselves. My vision for Universal Martial Arts is to continue to grow the schools and to develop champions. Not just champions in Taekwondo, but champions in life, more importantly. We look forward to seeing you at Universal Martial Arts. Come and try a free lesson and start feeling better about yourself today.